Welcome to our channel Top List show. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, even though I'm, not Indian. We're talking about the top 10 countries with the most Indians. We're about to find out just how far India's reach extends as we look at the countries with the largest Indian communities abroad. Let's jump right in.
All right, number one, we've got the good old US of A. And let me tell you, the Indian community here, huge. We're talking millions. From doctors and engineers to, well, the guys who own the 7-Eleven down the street, they're everywhere. And they're killing it. You can't talk about Silicon Valley without mentioning Indian CEOs. And don't even get me started on the food. I mean, have you ever had a really good chicken tikka masala? Life-changing. The Indian community in the US has also faced its fair share of challenges. Remember that whole Dotbusters thing in the 80s? Yeah, not cool. But through it all, they've persevered, thrived, and become a vital part of American society.
Number two, we're heading over to Saudi Arabia, the land of oil, sand, and surprisingly, a whole lot of Indians. Now, I know what you're thinking. Saudi Arabia? Isn't it, really strict? And, yeah, it is. But it also relies heavily on a massive workforce of expats, and a big chunk of those expats are Indian. We're talking construction workers, engineers, doctors, you name it. They're the backbone of many industries in Saudi Arabia. Despite the challenges, Indians have built a strong presence in Saudi Arabia, contributing to its economy and adding to its cultural tapestry. Plus, they've introduced the locals to the wonders of biryani, and trust me, that's a beautiful thing.
Number three, from one desert kingdom to another, we arrive in the UAE, home to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and a whole lot of glitz and glamour. And guess what? Indians love it here. The UAE has a massive Indian population, and they're not just working in construction or oil fields. Nope, we're talking entrepreneurs, business tycoons, Bollywood stars, you name it. They're drawn to the UAE's booming economy, tax-free lifestyle, and let's be real, the shopping isn't bad either. The Indian community has brought its vibrant culture to the UAE, from colorful festivals to delicious food. It's a melting pot of cultures, and Indians are right at the heart of it.
Number four, Malaysia, a historic bond. Our next stop takes us to Malaysia, a land of lush rainforests, beautiful beaches, and a long, intertwined history with India. Indians have been in Malaysia for centuries, even before the British decided to pop in for tea. Over the centuries, they've left an undeniable mark on Malaysian society. From the food we eat to the languages we speak, the Indian influence is woven into the very fabric of Malaysia. And let's not forget about the festivals. Taipusam, anyone? It's a sight to behold, with thousands of devotees showing their devotion in the most colorful and, let's be honest, slightly painful-looking ways.
Number five, United Kingdom, from empire to diaspora. Next up, we're heading to the UK, the land of tea, crumpets, and, well, a complicated history with India. The UK used to rule India, remember? The whole British Empire thing? Yeah, let's just say it wasn't always pretty. But despite that, Indians have become an integral part of British society. They're doctors, lawyers, teachers, even politicians. And they've brought their delicious food with them. Chicken tikka masala is practically the national dish of Britain now. The Indian community in the UK still faces challenges, from racism to economic disparities. But through it all, they've continued to thrive, adding their unique flavor to British culture and making their voices heard.
Number six, Canada, the Great White North, with a whole lot of spice. Hold on to your toques, folks, because we're heading north to Canada. Now, Canada is known for its friendly people, stunning landscapes, and of course, maple syrup. But did you know it's also home to a thriving Indian community? And they're not just huddled up in Toronto or Vancouver, although those cities have some amazing Indian neighborhoods. Nope. You can find Indians from coast to coast to coast, embracing the Canadian spirit while holding on to their own traditions. They're entrepreneurs, doctors, engineers, even comedians. No, seriously, some of the funniest people I know are Indian Canadians, and they're making their mark on Canadian culture from politics to the culinary scene.
Number seven, we're journeying to South Africa, a land of breathtaking beauty, complex history, and a surprisingly deep connection to India. Indians have been in South Africa for over a century, brought over as indentured laborers during colonial times. They faced discrimination, segregation, and the brutality of apartheid. But through it all, they persevered, building communities, establishing businesses, and fighting for equality alongside their Black South African brothers and sisters. Today, the Indian community in South Africa is a vibrant tapestry of cultures and traditions. They've added their unique flavor to South African cuisine, music, and even language.
Number eight. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading back to the Middle East, this time to Kuwait. Now, Kuwait might be small, but don't let that fool you. It's a powerhouse of an economy, fueled by oil and a whole lot of expat labor. And guess who makes up a significant portion of that expat population? You guessed it, Indians. From engineers and doctors to teachers and construction workers, Indians play a vital role in keeping Kuwait running. Life as an expat in Kuwait can be challenging, especially with the scorching desert heat. But Indians have adapted, building a strong community and making Kuwait their home away from home. They've brought their culture, their traditions, and of course their delicious food.
Number 9, we're venturing to Oman, a land of ancient history, stunning landscapes, and yes, you guessed it, a sizable Indian population. Oman has always been a crossroads of cultures, a place where traders and explorers from around the world have converged for centuries. And Indians have been a part of that mix for a long, long time. Today, the Indian community in Oman is thriving, contributing to the country's economy, culture, and society in countless ways. From doctors and engineers to teachers and entrepreneurs, Indians are making their mark on Oman. They've brought their vibrant culture, their delicious cuisine, and their warm hospitality, adding to the already rich tapestry of Omani life. Number 10, last but not least, we arrive in Qatar, a tiny peninsula nation that's big on ambition, even bigger on oil, and home to a surprisingly large Indian population. Qatar is a land of contrasts. Ancient traditions meet modern skyscrapers, vast deserts give way to sparkling coastlines, and a multicultural society thrives on the backs of expat workers. And Indians make up a significant chunk of that expat workforce, contributing their skills and expertise to Qatar's rapid development. From engineers building futuristic stadiums for the World Cup to doctors providing top-notch healthcare, Indians are everywhere in Qatar.
So, there you have it, the top 10 countries with the most Indians. From North America to the Middle East, from Europe to Africa, the Indian diaspora has spread its wings far and wide, leaving its mark on every corner of the globe. It's a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and entrepreneurial spirit of the Indian people. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Let us know in the comments which country surprised you the most.